I don't use dream feeds when I sleep train babies, and here's why. Now, a dream feed is where you give your baby a breast or a bottle feed probably around 10:30, 11 p.m. before you yourself go to bed, with the hope that this top up of calories will get you a nice long stretch of sleep. And for some babies, it absolutely works. The reason I don't use it in a sleep training context is because I usually find it's a variable that gets added in that we just don't need. The reason dream feeds are sometimes used when sleep training a baby is that if you've got a baby that is used to waking multiple times overnight and feeding back to sleep, what you do is you preempt their usual wake up time and feed them as a dream feed, let's say 30 minutes before they would usually wake. And then that means that then they either sleep through it, or if they wake, you know it's not because of hunger and you use your sleep training technique instead. But in my experience, it often overcomplicates things. Now, the alternative is not to just go cold turkey, but rather, let's say your 6-month-old baby's been feeding 4 times overnight. We're going to feed 2 times and we're going to feed 4 hourly initially. That means that probably the wake up between 10:30 and 11:30, you're going to feed, and then 4 hours after that. And they can be full feeds, and every other waking overnight and bedtime is going to be with your sleep training technique, because what usually happens is that we nail sleep training at bedtime and a baby may already sleep through that 10:30, 11:30 feed and maybe even sleep through until 1 a.m. So if we had dream fed at 10:30, we've actually added in calories and a potential waking when your baby was going to sleep through anyway. Then what I would say is, okay, your baby's just shown that they can sleep through until 1 a.m. We're going to do no feeds before 1 a.m. the next night. Now, of course, your day calories really have to do the heavy lifting with any kind of overnight weaning plan. And that is for both milk feeds and solid feeds if your baby is on them. So if you've got a dream feed going and it's working for you, fantastic. You don't have to change anything. A dream feed can work. I'm talking more so in the context of a sleep training strategy. And look, there are many ways to do things. I personally just feel like it's a variable that I'd rather go with a baby's natural hunger patterns and nudge things out. Less is more.